YouTube! So today we're going to do part 2 of all of the figures that I picked up in 2025. Now, while I was looking up figures for this video, I found out that I had not one, but two Ahsoka the White figures. So the count for last video came to a total of 40 figures.
Ashoka?
So we'll start this video at figure number 41. Let's go. Figure number 41 I picked up in 2025 is the DX-38 Captain Jack Sparrow, which, surprisingly enough for me, is the non-artisan version. I say surprisingly because usually when there's an artisan version, I'll get the artisan version. But in this case, in my head, I saw the dreadlocks just unlock and become a mess, so I didn't dare get the artisan version in this case. I did get the deluxe version because my previous Captain Sparrow was the DX-15 who didn't have this steering wheel, so I had to get that. Figure number 42 is the InArt Superman, and it's actually figure number 42 and 43 because I got two. And that's mainly because of the two great head sculpts. I really don't know if I prefer this head sculpt over the Hot Toys one, but I do like it, and the angry head sculpt is for sure better than the Hot Toys one. And besides that, you get a posable cape, a very cool flight stand, and a magnetic base. So I think it's a cool set. Number 44 of 2025 is the InArt Robert Pattinson The Batman figure. I think both Hot Toys and InArt had a great The Batman figure, but I do think Hot Toys tend to recycle more of their parts and bodies, and this body was more custom made for Robert Pattinson. He's pretty lanky. And I also think they did a great job on the rooted head sculpt. I really have no complaints here, but I do have to admit that I haven't posted him a lot, just because of the amount of figures coming in. Just as a comparison, I shot both the Hot Toys and the InArt version side by side, so you can compare them yourself. The Hot Toys on the left, InArt on the right. P.S. Your flashlight should come with a little light, which I didn't get at first, but KitChen solved it as always. Next up, as figure number 45, is the Hono Studios comic version Iron Man. And this is also figure number 46. No, I didn't get two of these, but I also got the Hono Studios Magneto, which I did not get out of storage to show you, but yeah, that was my number 46. I basically just wanted to see how they would do the silicone with the yellow and red paint, but that worked out great. And also you got a cool magnetic lighter feature. Number 47 and 48, yeah, I did it again, because I love Iron Man, blame me, is the Mark III golden version. I kind of have a love and hate relationship with these golden figures because they're horrible to film and to photograph, and they kind of look campy, but they do look cool. And here I put them in landing pose because this is why I got two. I just didn't want to be safe with this one and be careful not to scratch it. I just want to be able to pose my figures. So I have one that I can pose aggressively and one to keep a bit more pristine. Am I glad that I picked it up? Yeah, I kinda do. I also think that they might be discounted in a while if you wait long enough, so I wouldn't rush to get these. Number 49 is another Iron Man. Sorry, not sorry. I just love Iron Man. I coined this one Swarovski Iron Man because it reminded me of the Swarovski crystals. Under the right lighting, this is just an amazing piece, dude, because it scatters all over and the colors flip. It's just dope. I just hope I did it justice filming it this way. Am I going to post this one aggressively? Probably not. Do I love looking at it? Yeah, I do. And the same goes for the next figure. Just two more Iron Man figures to go, guys. This is number 50. It's, again, a fractal Iron Man suit, but this is the Sub-Zero version. Now, I still own the original Sub-Zero suit, but that one was a Mark VII repaint. And obviously this is a fractal Mark IV repaint, and it just looks cool. Again, you should see it under the right lighting. I don't think this is the perfect lighting to show it, but this is just what I have to work with, so I hope you still can appreciate it as is. The only thing that's kind of a bummer about these two figures, even though they're repaints obviously, is that they don't come with integrated USB lighting. That brings us to number 51, which is the last Iron Man figure I got in 2025. I think people who love Iron Man have been waiting for a really long time for this remake of the Mark VI Battle Damaged, and especially the suit of Gantry. Not the suit, but the diorama is USB powered, which is pretty cool, and the Gantry has so much presence. It's just a centerpiece for any collection, just like the Mark IV Gantry was. So if you love Iron Man, you won't regret getting this one. Number 52 of the figures I got in 2025. No, it's not this Robocop. This one is the original one with the docking chair, but it's the Robocop 3 version with the jetpack, which is a cool figure if you didn't have this one, or if you didn't pre-order the next Robocop we're getting, because that's an unhelmeted version of Alex Murphy, which looks very dope as well. So I'm really looking out for that one. So having said that, I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with the Robo Jetpack one, because I think this version and the next version look better. So we'll see. Number 53 is the Terminator 2 T800 figure. And this is a pretty cool figure. It's basically a combination between a DX10 and MMS 117, which came with roses, which is great because I didn't have the MMS yet, and I do like the hospital scene. And because of the leather suit, I think this is a great pickup. Number 54, 55 and 56, yeah I know, I got a problem, is the Wolverine and Deadpool figure. I think in total I have 1 special edition and 4 regular ones, but the 2 first ones, they came in 2024, so I'm not counting those. But dude, you know I love Deadpool, so I had to have more of them, and I'm going to pose him a lot, and I don't want to be without one, so that's why I get multiples. And also I kind of had an idea for a video or a setup where it needed more Deadpools. Number 57 is Kidpool. Did I like the character? No. But I do love a great accessory, and that couch was just too cool to pass up on. And knowing the prices of accessories like those, I thought just getting the whole figure was kind of a good deal. Number 58 is Battle Damaged Deadpool from Deadpool and Wolverine. If this is your figure of the year, I get it. It comes with so much. It comes with an unmasked head sculpt, half head sculpt. It comes with the Wolverine bony accessories, like the claws that you see over here. It comes with a portal. It's just everything you always wanted to have with a Deadpool figure from Deadpool and Wolverine. I know the accessories don't fit the battle damaged look, but I don't care, because it looks dope. Number 59 is the PlayStation Spider-Man Superior Suit. And this one is pretty cool. I just like the combination of the colors. I love how aggressive the Waldos and his hands look. And yeah, even though I didn't show you in this video, getting the Waldos on there looks very dope, because they are large enough for him to completely rest on those and have poses in that way. If you love the game and especially love the suit, get this one. Number 60 is comic version Venom. I feel we've been waiting a long time to get this kind of a Venom with that type of drawing on his front and back. I don't tend to sell a lot of my figures, but I just can't part with them. But after getting this one, I just sold the original one from the movie, because after getting this one, I didn't need that one anymore. Figure number 61 is also a contender for Figure of the Year. This is the Black Widow Artisan Edition, Special Edition version, which comes with the Iron Man glove. I think Hot Toys did great with the sculpt and the rooting. The posable eyes aren't that much of a hassle, and she poses well enough. Speaking of that, she's also figure number 62, of course. Figure number 63 is one I thought I would be able to skip, but then decided to buy it anyway when it released. And it ended up being the figure I'm looking at the most. Maybe it's just because how surprised I was about how much I liked it. Because originally I thought I'm going to wait for RDJ Doom from Doomsday, but there's something about this classic look and the chrome and the magic effect pieces and the diorama which you just can't deny. It's just imposing on yourself. I'd say if you don't hate Doom and you have the space to put the diorama on there fully, I just get it, because I don't think you'll regret it. Figure number 64 is a bit of an older figure, but I just had to get it to match with the chrome one and the golden one, so I'm sorry cousin, but it's of the Star Wars. And it's the chocolate copper version Stormtrooper. This figure has hands down the most original Hot Toys box. I've never seen anything like it. And the figure itself, not too bad either. I think of the first three one-offs in one color, like the silver one and the golden one, and this one. I think this one is the nicest one to see, because the copper has some sort of depth in it. I don't know if that makes sense, but it just looks classy. And then seeing as the Cherry Blossom Trooper would come out this year as well, I just thought I'll need to get all the one-offs, because that'll look dope on the shelf. To be honest, this one didn't disappoint. It still feels pretty special. Figure number 65 and 66 are the Chopper and Sabine from the Ahsoka series. And I think you got the Loth Cat with Sabine, because Chopper is a pretty bare-bone character. Well, for me, both Chopper and Sabine are for the Rebels series, because they might be written for kids, but I really liked them. To be honest, I would have loved a switch-out hairpiece for a long-haired Sabine and a short-haired Sabine, but this is still a cool figure. Figure number 67, also from the Star Wars cousin. It's the long-awaited Kit Fisto. And I say long-awaited because I think we've seen him a couple of years ago in the ACGAK, but he never released. He was in Hot Toys Purgatory until we got this. And I think I don't think it's actually Leku, but I'll just call it Leku for now because I don't have another term for it. But those are cool, and his face is cool. I just think he came out great. And to be completely honest, I might get Plo Koon now as well. Figure number 68 might be on top of some people's Figure of the Year 2025, because this is a very dope figure. Especially when you get the deluxe, because with the regular version you don't get this cape. It's not a posable cape, it's just basically a statue by itself, but it still looks cool. And you get this unhelmeted head sculpt with that one as well. And I think this is a very dope figure. It's the battle damaged figure. Now, other than this cape, you also get a draped cape, which has burn holes in them. And for the head sculpt, you get a regular Vader helmet, but you also get like helmet pieces you can put inside of this. And you get a Vader sculpt with a cracked helmet. Figure number 69 is the in-art Michael Jackson. So this is the first of the two in-art Michael Jacksons that they've announced, and this is the jam suit. With this figure you get enough hands to do iconic poses. I think the jacket's great. There's some fiddling in getting this over the suit, but it's fine, and I think the head sculpt's good. Is it amazing? Maybe not, but it does the job. It's flashy, shiny, and it looks like Michael Jackson. And the deluxe came with sort of a stage diorama, but there's also a third-party one that I think does a better job with the light up. And of course you get the crotch grabber, because how else are you going to pose Michael Jackson? And I think it works. Figures number 70 and 71. Harry Potter came in 2024, so I can't count that as my 2025 figure, but Ron and Hermione came in 2025, and I think they worked out well. Of these three, I think Harry was the weakest one, and I think they did a pretty good job on Hermione. They fixed the knees, and the rooting is great, and they nailed Ron's head sculpt. It's just a shame that it's only this goofy head sculpt, but I think that's kind of the theme with the first year in these figures. Just fun poses. If you're wondering about the effect pieces in the cauldrons, it's the God Loki one and the Artisan Wanda one, just to make some flame effects. Now, these figures don't come with the stables and the cauldrons and the potion sets. These come from Snape. These figures do come with the diorama pieces and with Hedwig and Crookshanks and Scabbers, but I didn't show them here. If you have the space for the diorama pieces, they're pretty cool. It's the Gryffindor common room. And this is the diorama that comes with the last figure of this video. So that's figure number 72, which is the Akeoni Samurai Predator. So this is another artist collaboration video, just like the first Samurai Predator was, but where the first one had more of a greenish armor, this one is bright red. It kind of looks like if a Predator, a Crab, a Samurai, and Davy Jones of Pirates of the Caribbean had a baby. Those tentacles just are so filthy, and I love the armor, and I thought the sign on the helmet was a bit too much at first, but it really fits the theme, and he comes with a cut-off alien head. And they even thought of the blood of the alien being caustic to the sword, so it eats away at the sword, and the ooze of the caustic blood comes out, which I think is a really nice touch. And then there's really nice detailing on the alien head. It kind of feels like Hot Toys uses these types of figures as tryouts for their main figures. This is the Davy Jones here, and he has katanas or Japanese swords as trophies. And here's a shot of the open mandibles. By the way, when this guy came, that ring on the shoulder was loose because it just broke off in shipping, but it's fine, just glue it on there. And that's it for part 2 of my figures of 2025. Stay tuned for part 3.